my flippin' god, Battle Royale. What is a bunch of kids being put together to kill each other? Are you kidding me? This is frickin' awesome! Oh my god, this movie is what the Hunger Games should have been. Just flippin' gore and awesome and super cool Japanese people like, look at me, we're killing each other, ching chong, bing! Like, that's them killing each other. Not trying to be a racist or anything. But this movie was freaking really good. I really liked, like, how it seemed kind of realistic, and I mean, having a bunch of little kids go kill each other is so much fun! Oh my god. One thing, you know, I didn't really like is the fact that I had to read subtitles, because reading is annoying, and for lame people, but you know, I didn't think it was too distracting to have to read the subtitles, and you got the main gist of the story no matter what was going on and no matter what you were reading. But I mean, this movie was a good movie. I am so glad that I watched this one before the Hunger Games, so that I could be like, Hunger Games, you did this wrong, and this wrong, and this wrong, and you just suck in general. No, I mean, compared to the natural comparison is, of course, to the Hunger Games, because it's like the same thing. Except, you know, I think this one did it a little bit better.
But yeah, I mean, one thing that I really liked is it seemed a lot more realistic in Battle Royale, where it's like, alright, there's this rambunctious classroom of kids, and they're totally being douchebags, so they're like, hey, let's just throw all these kids on an island and make them kill each other until there's one left. I also liked how they, in Battle Royale, they started blocking off sections of the map. Like, they said you can no longer be in this section, so that they kind of started bringing them all into the same area, and it, like, I thought that was a better way of getting everybody killed than in the Hunger Games, where it's like, alright, everybody just start killing each other. And in the Hunger Games, they were like, they went out of their way to try to make people run into each other, whereas, like, closing down sections is, I think, a much better way to do it. So I kind of liked, it seemed like if somebody were to go about doing this, the way they did it in Battle Royale made a lot more sense to me than the way they did it in the Hunger Games. And you know, it was pretty cool with a lot of Japanese movies, and I don't remember what the movie was rated. Oh, well, on Netflix it's not rated, but I mean, compared to the PG-13 that the Hunger Games has, it's a lot more bloody and realistic and gory, and it's just sort of fun to see what happens. And I also like the fact that it's taking all these people. Nobody's been trained, except for of course, they have the people just like in the Hunger Games that they threw in there that are trained killers, sort of, that volunteered to do it. So that is a similar thing between the two. But I liked that, like, most of these kids, it's like just random kids that they threw into the mix. But in the Hunger Games, they train them, like here they train them for weapons and all that sort of stuff. So it seemed like I just liked the realism of the situations that these kids were thrown into in Battle Royale. So overall, you know, Battle Royale was a great movie. I really enjoyed watching it, and like I said, I'm glad I saw it before the Hunger Games, so that I could be like, wow, the Hunger Games sucks way more than this. Even though, you know, seeing it in the opposite order might have been just as good. You could be like, oh wow, this was way better than the Hunger Games, even though I like the Hunger Games, blah blah blah. They're both good movies, but Battle Royale, awesome. And that's about it. So long, SourceFed Movie Club. I will see you guys later. So long.